What's up, guys? Welcome back to another PME volleyball blog in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Hopping straight into it, the first thing that we need to take care of on our list is laundry. I have 7 weeks of travel total throughout this entire trip, and we are almost done with week 1. And if you can see right here, I have a giant pile of laundry from all the clothes I've been wearing this week. So the plan is we are going to take all of those clothes, throw them in my suitcase right here, and roll it around in the town out there until we find a laundromat, and I'm gonna hope to get my laundry done. I'm probably gonna end up having to do this once a week in every destination that we go to, and it's probably not something that I'm gonna look forward to, but it's kind of just one of those necessities that we need to take care of in order to keep having clean clothes. If you have been messing with the vlogs lately, make sure to leave a like. It helps me out a ton. Comment down below where you think we are going to next, because the next destination is coming up, and I will tell you, it is super exciting, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new. Without further ado, let's get this laundry packed up and let's get going.
Where do I even start when it comes to doing laundry? It's the one chore in my life that I feel like always needs to be done. Like, just when I'm done doing my laundry, I feel like 3 days later, boom, I need to do another batch of laundry. Anyways, rants aside, I packed up my suitcase full of dirty laundry, and we had to walk about 0.3 miles away to the nearest laundromat. It honestly wasn't too bad of a walk. The only bummer was most of the roads we were walking on weren't paved, and instead they had more of a cobblestone texture about them. So as I was rolling my suitcase full of dirty laundry and my cameraman's suitcase full of dirty laundry, it became a little bit of a workout trying to get the suitcases to roll smoothly across the rough ground I was walking on. But if that's my biggest problem in life at this moment, I'd say it's a pretty good life I'm living. Once we completed our walk, it was time to get to washing. I just threw everything I needed to be washed into a washing machine and put a Tide Pod in there as well. Apparently the washing machines only needed around 35 minutes to do their thing, so honestly it wasn't too long of a wait.
So we are currently sitting in the laundromat. We have about 25 minutes to go in the washers, and then we're gonna throw our stuff in the dryers, and then we're gonna head back, and I'm gonna try the best I can to fold my clothes, or at least organize them into strategic piles so they're not all wrinkly for the rest of the trip, because what ruins a fit faster than wrinkles, I don't even know. Maybe a stain. But yeah, you can't eat your fits be wrinkly for sure. That's a big no-no. Anyways, we're just gonna chill here. It's nice. There's a little bit of air conditioning in here, so not in a super big rush to go do anything necessarily. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't get more real than this. A vlogger sitting in a laundromat in a foreign country waiting to do his laundry. That's so lame and so epic at the same time, if you ask me. Really. Yeah, back to waiting. Here I go. What's up, guys? Good morning. It's currently 7:37 a.m. in the morning, the earliest that we have been up so far on our trip in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. If you guys don't know, there's one place in the great city of Rio de Janeiro that is slightly more famous than the rest of the places here. There is one thing that we have yet to see, that today, in our last day here, this is the time to go see that thing. And if you know what I'm talking about, comment down below. Without further ado, we are going to make the journey to one of the most iconic places, not only in all of Brazil, but in all of the world, on this early morning adventure in our last day here. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
And just like that, we were on our way to see one of the greatest structures ever created in mankind. This had always been a bucket list adventure of mine, and I can't believe I finally had the opportunity to complete it. I purchased a ticket that would take us to the top of this mountain where the thing we were going to see would be. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about up until this point, it is Rio de Janeiro's very own Christ the Redeemer statue. This 98-foot tall statue was created in 1922, and it has arms that stretch 92 feet wide. Weighing in at over 635 tons, it is located at the peak of Corcovado Mountain in the Tijuca National Park. And as it overlooks the beautiful city of Rio de Janeiro, it has not only become a symbol of Christianity, but a cultural icon. If you would have told me a year ago that I would have had the opportunity to be here, I would have said you're crazy. But here I was, standing directly under Jesus.
What's up, guys? PME Volleyball volleyball here, and that is a statue of Jesus Christ, or, you know, more commonly known as Christ the Redeemer. It is one of the most famous statues in the world, and we had an opportunity this morning. This was kind of our window to go see it. It is a little foggy out, but one of the things I noticed right off the bat is it is so much taller than it seems in the photos. Like, this is a absolutely massive statue. It's kind of just mind-blowing to think that somebody actually built this thing, you know? Somebody actually carved this thing out of stone and put it right on top of this giant mountain. But yeah, this was definitely one of the things that, like, going into this trip, knowing that I was going to be in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it's like we got to find somehow, some way to find ourselves at this statue. And lo and behold, we did it. It is beautiful. Definitely going to check this off my bucket list, but Christ the Redeemer, you are awesome. Now, this next segment I like to call PME Volleyball Climbs Christ the Redeemer. Here we go, guys. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm kind of afraid of heights, and that thing is really tall up, and I'd also probably get arrested, but 10,000 likes. We'll climb the statue. Holy crap, guys, it's monkeys. Look, see the monkeys? I didn't know I was getting a zoo trip when I was going to the Christ the Redeemer statue. It's like a 2-for-1. They should start promoting this. Like, you can go see the giant statue of Jesus at Brazil, and there's a chance that you'll also just see 2 monkeys chilling over there. Wow. Comment down below. We need 2 names for the monkeys. I'm gonna go Frederick and Gregory, the monkeys, joining us on our PME volleyball adventures. Wow. Isn't that just so sweet? I love that so much. Jesus, it was very nice to meet you. Hopefully the next time we are reunited again is in heaven up above. Now it's time to go back down the 12 flights of stairs that we took up here. Let's go. We just left the Christ the Redeemer. We literally hit it right at the sweet spot because we got there right around when it opened, and as we were leaving, like, there were lines and lines of people starting to form to get up there. So I think we hit it right on the jackpot. Like, it was the perfect time to come. We're gonna head back to the Rio Othon Palace now, have a couple of hours of downtime, and then we will watch our final match here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's going to be USA playing the Dominican Republic. Should be a pretty entertaining match. I'm super excited for it. Hoping that Team USA can pull out a victory. And we're going to descend the mountain now, head back to the hotel, and get ready to go watch Team USA take on the Dominican Republic. What's up, guys? So we just got to the venue. It'll be the last time we will be in the Maracasino gym, at least for now, for this trip. As I sit here and reflect on my trip so far, I will say it has been absolutely incredible. Just honestly a dream come true to be able to do something like this and to bring you guys along with me. It's just so cool to obtain some of these experiences that will forever be a part of my life, really, from this point on. I will definitely miss the stadium and being able to see incredible matches. Like that Team USA versus Brazil match the other day will probably be something that I never forget, because that crowd, those fans went so crazy and that energy was electric. It really was. Anyways, we're gonna head in there now, get some shots for this USA versus the Dominican Republic game, and then we will head back to the hotel to spend one final night in Brazil before we are off on our next adventure. Let's get in there, shall we?
It really did feel like my adventures in Rio had flown by, as it feels like just yesterday I had arrived at the airport anticipating the adventures I would have in this amazing city. But before I knew it, I was watching my final Team USA match in Brazil. Team USA was up against the Dominican Republic, hoping to take home a victory here and moving their record to 2-2 for the first week at the VNLs. One of the things that I picked up about the local Brazilian volleyball fans was they really just love watching volleyball. There were quite a couple instances throughout the week where you would see two teams playing against each other and tons of Brazilian fans watching even though Brazil wasn't on any of the team's jerseys. I thought that this was pretty cool and overall just showed how much passion they truly had for the game, because these Brazilian fans would go absolutely nuts watching their home team compete. And getting to see these same fans cheer on some of these other nations did bring me a little bit of joy. I sat right behind the sidelines for set 1 of this matchup. This is where I took out my iPhone and were recording some shots and hoping of capturing an absolutely epic highlight play. These types of shots would then be used to make videos to promote the VNLs and show people how they can watch these events. It's through a service called VKTRY, and if you want to watch some more super high level volleyball, I highly recommend you go check it out. After I got a handful of pretty good highlight clips, I decided that I would sit in the stands for set 2. This was also around the time where my stomach started to rumble, and this was a sign I was hungry, so I headed to concessions and bought myself some popcorn. After I had finished my snack, I headed back down to the sidelines to finish out set 3 and hopefully capture a couple of more cool moments. Team USA ended up beating the Dominican Republic in 3 sets. This was a nice way to watch my final Team USA match in Brazil. After all, who doesn't like ending on a high note? After the match had concluded, I took one last moment to look around this gym. I even found some more international PME volleyball fans in the stands and headed up there to take a couple of photos and talk with them. By the way, if you ever see me in public and you want to take a photo, don't hesitate. I would absolutely be more than happy to. You guys are the best and one of the reasons I love doing what I'm able to do.
Yeah, guys, that is the last volleyball match that we will be watching in this beautiful arena, the Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro. I probably butchered that name so many times on this trip, but it's okay. This place is absolutely awesome. I definitely want to come back one day and watch another volleyball game or two, or maybe even have the opportunity to play in here. That'd be pretty cool. Wow. Anyways, let's get going, shall we?
Once it was time to head back to the hotel room, it was also time to start packing. I had a bunch of random crap laying everywhere all around the room, so I needed to make sure I had all of my stuff with me as we prepared to move on to the next destination. Over the next 7 weeks, I would have 7 temporary homes, where I would be staying just long enough for it to really feel like home until it was time to pack up and go to the next one. My word, that is the biggest moth I have ever seen in my entire life. You know what, I'm just not even gonna try and attempt to deal with something like that. Hey man, I leave tomorrow. You can have the room. It's all yours. Thank you for letting me sleep in here tonight. You look like you can pay taxes. You are obviously the new homeowner of this room. Here I am, sitting on my suitcase, thinking about all of the adventures that I have ahead of me. Week 1 of my trip was everything I could have ever hoped for in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And to the country of Brazil, I must say, your land, your food, your people, your fans, your volleyball is all incredible. The chance that I had to experience the way in which your culture expresses itself for the past week will be something that I will never forget. And this is definitely the type of place that one day I hope I have the opportunity to come back to. But for now, I think it's time for bed. Tomorrow, we have around 36 hours of flight ahead of us. And the next country that we're headed to is equally as iconic when it comes to volleyball. And let's just say, growing up, I thought the name of this country was only a lunch meat. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these videos, make sure to leave a like, comment down below which country you think I'm headed to next, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my world travel vlogs this year. I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.